Continuing coverage on cuts to the Department of Veterans Affairs, and today protesters rallied outside the Palm Desert VA clinic against more layoffs that could come this summer. News Channel 3's Athena Drage is live in studio with more after speaking with some of those protesters.
Hi, Karen. That's right. The VA just saw cuts in February. Now, a memo obtained by the Associated Press found 80,000 more jobs could be on the chopping block. To veterans I spoke with, several who were disabled, this is a slap in the face that their care could be jeopardized after they spent years serving their country.
When you hear the number 80,000 employees, what does that make you think?
Crazy. Incoherent. Who's in charge? Get them out.
Veterans and advocates fired up about cuts to the Department of Veterans Affairs and what that could mean for their health care.
This is a contract that Americans contract with us to put our life on the line and to spend 20 years milling around the world, and for that we ask that you take care of us.
The VA dismissed 1,000 employees last month, saying it would save them $98 million annually for benefits. More cuts could be on the horizon after an internal memo instructed a reorganization of the agency to pre-pandemic staffing. According to the Associated Press, that could add up to nearly 80,000 employees.
After two wars, Afghanistan and Iraq, 3.5 million service members were in those conflicts, rotated in and out. And just as they're coming into the system, they're talking about cutting staff. Well, this just doesn't make sense.
The president has defended mass layoffs in his mission to downsize the federal government, but protesters worry this could jeopardize care.
They're not doing this with a scalpel, they're doing this with a chainsaw.
The Veterans Administration takes care of my health care for 30 years now. And I've seen the good times and I've seen the bad times. And recently, in the last few years, we've been having very good outcomes, healthcare outcomes, because it's been well staffed and money has been flowing in,
leaving their future uncertain.
I have a mass on my optic nerve that's causing me not to be able to turn my eyeball to the left, and I'm afraid that the funding for my surgery is going to be gone.
That memo says the official reorganization plan will be published in June. Once again, President Trump has defended these cuts, saying they are taking a close look at any position that's laid off. We'll continue following these developments for you. I'm reporting live in studio, Athena Drage, News Channel 3.